All right. So I just ran into a friend of mine. This is Don, and he's got a pretty interesting car here. So I'm going to let him tell us about it because I have no clue what I'm looking at.
Sure.
What we got here, Don?
Yeah, I don't know that I know. I've not owned it real long, so I've learned as much as I could real quickly. But it's a Lancia Appia Zagato GTZ. The Zagato's a coach builder in Italy. They're just outside of Milan. They're famous for their double bubbles, which like the double bubble Fiat A-bars.
Okay.
And as you can see on this car, it's a double bubble. What I'll do too is I'll show you when we walk over to it. The headliner inside is just gorgeous.
Okay.
A lot of things Zagato does. First of all, the cars are aluminum. Zagato was winning races back in the 50s with, yes, their engines, but primarily their lightness and aerodynamics. Now, this is odd that it has a rear view mirror. You know, all the Abarth Zagatos, they, God forbid, they wouldn't have a rear view mirror because it's maybe 2 miles an hour on a long straightaway. So the wind resistance. If you look at the door handles, you'll see they're contoured against the body, and you push a button to open them. Want me to show you that?
Yeah.
So to open the door, to get the handle out, you push the button, then it opens like that. Wow. And it opens. And the whole thing about this is it's out of the wind. It's less wind resistance.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, typically you don't see a mirror, so that they wouldn't come from the factory with a mirror. So obviously the owner put that mirror on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they typically wouldn't have the mirror.
Well, I just noticed that it's got this like windscreen.
Yes, yeah. And I guess for two things, to keep the wind from blowing in on you, you can open the window a little bit and get some ventilation, and at the same time too to keep the rain out. So it fits like really, really neatly. And now I'm sure that must be some sort of aftermarket accessory. I can't imagine. You know, I've seen some other Appias. I've never seen that on an Appia, but who knows?
Yeah.
This is, like I said, they built 10 Zagato body cars. So the double bubble, they did 10 of them. With the fins, they're called pinutes. With fins, there's 4. So you could say this is one of 4. They built quite a few Appias, so parts are pretty readily available. I had some really serious problems with the gearbox, and we were able to get parts in 2 days. And some real odd stuff we had to make, but that wasn't too crazy costly. And boy, it shifts. I mean, if you're driving a race car, you would want your race car to shift as smoothly as this does. Yeah. And the second to third shift is just sweet as could be.
So now, what's this engine I'm looking at?
Sure, it's a 1100cc V4, and I kid about it. It's compared to I have a Fiat Stangolini that is 1100cc inline 4. This car has a little more torque, if there is such a thing with 1100cc engine, but it's quite smooth to pull away from a stop sign and runs really well. Sounds very good. Really sounds good for sure. Yeah.
Wow. It's just so small. You know, I'm used to, old Chevys and things like that. Right. And to look at this, it's like, wow, I think the motor on my air compressor is larger than that.
Well, and you look at the headers, has the word Lancia, on it. So many of the parts are stamped Lancia. They were known for their things being sturdy and heavy, and they're known for their quality. And they're proud of it. So it's got Lancia. I mean, connecting rods have Lancia on it. You search around the car. You know what kind of car it is.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. So now, the bubbled roof. So this was for headroom? Is that what the thinking was?
It's entirely headroom, yep.
Yeah. And you said this is all aluminum body?
Yes.
Wow.
And I guess by doing the double bubble, you don't have to have the roof as high for headroom. So, again, keeping you out of the wind.
Yeah.
So, that much less frontal resistance.
Now, let's look at the inside.
Yes, I want to do that. Yep. Oh, this car has, let me see if I can remember, there's 3 options. It has the high RPM tachometer, the higher mileage speedometer, and the Zagato race seats. So these seats are really cool and comfy. I can imagine if you're in a long race that could be comfortable to sit in. And I just love the interior. Not only the red, but all the aluminum trim. And I'll get back so you can see the headliner. The headliner is gorgeous.
Oh, wow. It's like fitted. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you wonder why a Lancia was so expensive back in the day, but look at all the work that they did and what they put into it.
Absolutely.
You know, man hours is dollars. So
yeah.
Easy to see out of, comfortable to drive, you know.
Imagine it feels like you're sitting on the ground when you drive this.
You do. It's pretty low, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking,
how it's dropped down,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
Exactly. And how the pedals go through the floor. But you said this was 57,
yes.
So that was pretty common that you would have the foot pedals going through the floor as opposed to hanging. What, no back seat? What do they think? This is a race car?
Yep. The class winner of 1100cc at the Mille Miglia in 1957 was a Lancia Appia Zagato equipped just like this. So this is literally, I was told, the same options as with the fins and the double bubble as the winner in 57. So we won a Mille Miglia award at Amelia Island, which one of the things, they give you some really neat stuff, and they really make a big deal out of it. But you also get an entry to the Mille Miglia. I don't know if I told you that, but so, you know, I've been invited to bring it. The only problem is I don't want to drive at 1,000 miles over cobblestone streets and, you know, beat the heck out of it. But it's just nice that they gave me an application.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the back of the car.
Sure, yep.
Yes.
Can we look in the back of the truck?
Over the trunk?
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
So it's got a prop over on the right side? Yeah.
Yep.
It's not bad.
All that weight reduction. You know, you don't want to have all those other torsion bars and everything else in there.
Yeah. Good sized trunk.
Yeah.
You know, for a little car like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really impressive how much room they have.
Yeah, it is. You know?
All your room for when you bring it to Amelia to put the cleaning stuff in it.
Yeah, it was at Amelia in March.
Yeah.
I
realized that, couldn't run into you when we were down there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah.
I mean, this is
Derek was saying that you're not going to, they offered to go to the Mille Miglia with it. And you're
yes. Yeah. No, destroy the car, 1,000 miles over cobblestone streets.
How many did they make of it?
10 double bubbles, of which 4 had the fins. So really 4. Yeah.
And how do you pronounce it? Is it Appia?
Appia. Yep. And Zagato is the coachwork company, which is just outside of Milan.
Okay.
Forgot to ask. What's the little
jacking spot?
Oh, so that's to let them know.
Yeah.
When you're where you have to jack to get.
No, actually, you insert. If I remember right, a lot of these like A-bars, the same thing. You take that cap off and you slide something in for the jack.
Oh, really?
On the handle.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed the trim rings had
screws in.
Yeah, retainer screws to keep the rings from popping off of it. Well, Don, thank you so much.
Yeah, good to see you.
This is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Sure.
Yeah. If you didn't have such a crowd around here, I know walk around with you. We look at some other things, but no, you got a lot of people coming in to take a look at.
You are, kid. I'm gonna sit down at some point, and won't make it till 5 o'clock standing. That's for sure. Well, good to see you.
Absolutely.
All right, see you. Take care. Hey, you gotta come over.
Yeah, absolutely.